So, the day before. Remember that game? Well, it's back. Again. I've lost track of how many times at this point, but the team at FNTASTIC, the outfit behind the design of the game, have just returned with a new trailer, another delay, and I'm still here left wondering, what the hell is this game? Welcome back to the channel. It's LtBuzzLitebeer, and we've got news about this MMO zombie survival game that burst onto the scene in early 2020 and has been entertaining us ever since. Remember to hit subscribe and ring the notifications bell to receive my latest upload alerts. And here we go with the latest from the day before. From what the day before was first advertised to be as this gritty, genre-defining MMO zombie apocalypse PvEvP experience to what we just saw, well, let's just say it's changed dramatically. Of course, now we are a sole survivor residing at the Woodbury safe camp, and we seemingly exist to just support this haven, receiving local currency in exchange for looting and selling back that loot, and for completing specific search and retrieve tasks for the settlement. So nothing revolutionary here, nothing that could be considered genre-defining. Out in the open world, infected, basically zombies and other players who apparently are hellbent on taking away our loot, are these targets of opportunity. Although, I don't know how that's going to work and it wasn't explained. Are these other players a part of the exact same Woodbury camp that we are at? How many actual players will it take to max out a server? They say it's an MMO. Is it 4, 10, 100? We weren't told, and who the hell knows? But based on the PC system requirements, which I will touch on in a moment, I am heavily leaning towards as few players as possible. Now, with this currency known as Woodbury coin, original name right there, we can buy better gear from vendors, meals at the local hangout, Lambos, and sports cars, so we can make our way out into the world and grab that loot as quickly as possible. And we will even be able to buy ranches outside of the city limits and decorate them all with items purchased with Woodbury coin. I mean, there's even a spa and weight room located at Woodbury for reasons. In terms of the zombie portion of this latest iteration of the day before, it's basically dead and gone. You will see this standard zombie undead Unreal Engine 5 asset flip scene where this zombie screams and rushes at the player, and if you really look closely, you'll see some static zombies just kind of standing around, all in areas of the game that we've seen in previous trailers. I mean, there's nothing here that's new, nothing that is, as they have self-described the game, as genre-defining. We've already seen this character creation screen. It's pretty basic. We've already seen these backdrops and environments, of which I would like to point out this specific one completely ripped off out of the original Division game's Madison Field Hospital mission. Again, the day before is a pretty lock, stock, and barrel Unreal Engine asset flip, and it's really nothing more. But knowing the group at FNTASTIC as I do, because like I said, I've been researching them and calling them out since they first announced this game back in 2020, they always have some sort of brash public statement, and wouldn't you know it, here it is. We won back our name the day before. This was confirmed by the decision of the IPT. We dedicate this victory to all our future players, all 10 of you, and it's all for them. For 5 years, we have been doing our best to give people this dream game. Yeah. We also want to thank our volunteers for their constant support, although we don't want to pay you, and faith in us. The Steam page has already been restored by Valve and will be opened very soon. We're going to touch on that in just a second. The game's release, here it is, has been slightly delayed to December the 7th at 10 a.m. PST. So it is delayed now for what? The 4th time, and this time until December the 7th. What for? Issues with the name? Issues with the game? I mean, at this point, we know. They know. The whole world knows what the day before will be. Just release it so you can abandon it a few months later, and let's just get this all over with. Anyways, continuing on. It says, it will be early access on Steam since this is our first huge game, and there may be unforeseen circumstances. All right, talk about a loaded statement here. Huge game is debatable and unforeseen circumstances. I'm calling the shot right now. If the day before launches in December, expect very little. Full version release will happen when we are certain this is the best version of the game possible. I think that was the 2020 trailer version we saw, but I may be wrong. And we believe that player feedback and involvement will greatly contribute to achieving this goal. The next-gen console version will also come with the full release. Okay, so this is going to be coming to console only after the PC version, as they say, is the best version of the game possible. And here's the price. The confirmed price is $39 for this on early access and $49. It's approaching AAA prices on full release. Those who bought the EA version will not need to repurchase the full version. Well, that's great news. And the price, $40 in early access from a studio with a track record of releasing and dropping games. Yeah, good luck with this one. And oh, by the way, no pre-orders. And the aforementioned Steam page is now back, where you can wishlist the delay before and read all about... Wait a second. They plan to keep the game in early access for an additional 6 to 8 months? There's nothing to this game. It should be out by now. It should be ready to sample and play. They've been working on this game, as they have self-described, for 5 years. And this is not going to be the full version, as they plan to introduce items, I mean, that's kind of vague, weapons, equipment, cars, and houses to the early access version. So what is there? And this takes us to the PC requirements, which by today's standards are really low, and could answer that question of what is there? A 1060 for minimum specs with 16 gigs of RAM, and for recommended at high quality settings, a 1080 Ti. I've asked this question in the past, and after another near 4 minutes of the day before trailers, I'm going to ask it again because it's valid. What is this game, and what is there to do? Besides a few infected and the possibility of PvP, which we saw for all of 3 seconds during the trailer, what is there to do in this game that is genre defining? You grab loot, you report back to base, and you get currency. So again, another trailer, another wasted opportunity, but hey, they did answer the question of if this is a real game, which apparently, possibly, maybe it is. So now it's December 7th, and I will leave a link to all my day before uploads in the video description. I followed this outfit and exposed some of their nonsense in the past, and if anything, my playlist will get you up to speed on any details you may have missed about the day before. Remember to hit subscribe and ring the notifications bell to receive my latest upload alerts. Likes, comments, shares are greatly appreciated. All my socials can be found in the video description. Shout out to the over 178,000 of you that have stuck with me and hit subscribe. Until the next one, this is LtBuzzLitebeer, signing off.